Good evening. I'm Philip Sterling with the UBS News Special Report. Kim Jong-un's military forces targeted an uninhabited South Pacific island with a 15-megaton thermonuclear ICBM.
Yo, Dave, we're not live anymore. They just cut our feed.
What, the air?
God
damn it!
Fuck.
God damn it! Somebody tell me what's going on? I am deeply humbled and profoundly honored to accept this most awesome responsibility.
Apparently, Dave Skylark will be interviewing the dictator of North Korea.
100 books. Skylark thinks he's the guy from Gangnam Style.
I've seen Skylark is beneath this. Meow. What a fucking bitch, am I right?
No, you're not right. He's not being a bitch. He's completely right.
He's motherfucking peanut butter and jealous.
He's not jealous.
He's putting AY jealous all over his dick.
What is there to be jealous of?
Fucking hate us because they ain't us.
Back in the Aries air hole.
Black. Oh my goodness.
That's what we doing.
LP Audio Dope. New intro to the tunes of the news. They hate us because they ain't us.
Shout out to my mans.
This is a special report.
Mum's the word. 6 fingers.
LP Audio Dope.
LP Audio.
All the above. You can check him
doing.
out on all your social medias, outlets, and whatnots. Everybody's familiar with that. It's nothing new now. Yeah, shout out to the donut of the month.
Man.
Apple cinnamon,
cider.
apple cider crisp.
Yeah, apple cider crisp cinnamon.
Donut of the month.
Donut.
Exclusively at your local Schnucks supermarket.
Yes, it's phenomenal.
That's Schnucks Snoop supermarket.
Go buy you 2 of them at least.
At least 2, and get them early in the morning where they're nice and refreshing.
Yeah.
They last long.
Like 6 or 7.
Eat it that day.
Yeah.
It will get stale because it's no preservatives.
Or, you know, you can be like us niggas. You can pop that motherfucker in the microwave about 10-15 seconds.
The radiation
Fresh
station.
out the microwave.
Hit
Fresh
'em.
out the
Hit 'em.
oven.
Hit them with the 1. Hit them with the 2. Hit them with
That's
the
how
4.
we do it. That's how we do it.
Hit them folk.
Yeah. But,
Don't hit them folk.
yeah, man, we are figuring out things.
Yeah.
You know, as we scroll the news feeds.
Staying upbeat and positive about this.
But then, you know, it's the same old story, man. We know what's going on.
The rigor, the mo, and the
They
roll.
came with it again. Killed another one of our brothers, man. This time they got a white bitch doing it.
Actually,
Some white bitch kills a nigga this time.
as information
They letting they bitches
presents
get
itself,
in. They letting they bitches get in.
it seemed like she did it with the assistance of her
Like I said.
race soldier husband.
Like I said,
They letting them get some.
they letting they bitches get it in.
Listen,
there.
they ain't start making pink 38s for no reason and taking your bitches to the gun range and shooting bows at Cabela's for the hell of it.
That's all I'm saying.
These motherfuckers got live targets. Niggas everywhere. Let's get him, boss. What's he doing? Nothing. But he looks like a bad guy. looks. That tells the whole story. Like anybody at this point that want to be just so dull to the facts,
so naive
that this exists, and it's just perpetuated through the society from day one.
Not even that it exists, but that it exists to this extent.
This cold-hearted, brutal extent.
This extent to where it's straight like, fuck it, we finna start letting our bitches get in on this shit.
Mm-hmm.
We finna
So
start
you know
letting
what's
them
next?
we finna start letting them get a taste of what it feel like to kill some of these niggas.
So is their kids next? Now all of a
What
sudden,
you mean?
Now all of a
Is
sudden,
they kids- what?
12-year-old Johnny gonna hit the hood with the spray?
Watch what. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Niggas gonna keep talking about voting, marching, and praying. Stay tuned. I guarantee you, it's gonna be a kid that kills a nigga.
Very soon. And it won't be like a kid killing a kid. It'll be like kid, whoa, Felicity.
Yeah.
A kid killing a grown-ass man because he was scared. I walked out my backyard. I had my dad's gun because he asked me to get it out of his car for me. Left it in the car. He's taught me how to properly restrain it, hold it, keep it locked, cocked, and ready. But at that particular moment, I was scared for my life. I just shot in the dark. And Tyrone
just happened to be a
just
nigga
happened
in the
to be
dark.
walking a pit bull down the street. Scared for my life. That's doubly scared as a nigga with a pit bull. What am I supposed to do? Shoot in the dark.
Right, what do you mean? Let him sick his vicious animal on me?
What?
Y'all know about Mike V.
That's a vicious animal walking another vicious animal. That's insane. That's a dual threat.
Neither one of them have control of themselves.
You guys are blue chip dual threat. Neither one has control. Who's walking who here? Y'all don't think that's next? The horizon is clear. It probably already fucking happened. That shit don't make news because it's self-defense. They found a way to just say, oh, look, Johnny saw the dude in the back. Sorry if I keep
Stood his ground,
Johnny.
Bob.
But everybody's familiar with that.
Little Johnny stood his ground.
Pretty fucking American name. You know? People like, oh, I get it. Little Johnny. Susie and Johnny were at the park. It's the books we read growing up. Jack and Jill went up a hill. What the fuck was they doing on the hill in the first place? Fetching a pail of water. Why they need to fetch water?
But watch the spin my little Johnny put on that story. Ah, shout out to my youngin, to my young prince on the way.
Yeah, let's get that. Really crackulating.
He knows right now what his mission is. Trust me. Straight warrior.
Listen,
Understand
man,
what it is.
this is gonna lead into a
Straight
topic.
warrior.
I want to divulge on something.
I'm raising beast. I don't know, I don't have any knocks on what whoever else wants to raise, what your aim is, what yours, some people, because we need scientists, we need agriculturalists.
We need them.
We need all
librarians.
But
we
I
need
know,
researchers. We need
But
historians.
I know me, though, I'm going the warrior tactic.
There you go.
My son is going to be that front line guy.
There you go.
Ready for that shit.
Action.
Ready to pop off.
Action.
I'm itching to pop off on some hunkies. He's gonna be waiting for
Is
the
it jumped
moment.
off? Where is it at?
Yeah, he's gonna
right
be
there.
waiting. He's gonna be
I'm
itching.
there already.
Like I say, I don't know what you're raising. I hope you're raising something that can benefit your people. Because mine is gonna benefit some motherfuckers. Trust me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Those are the.
I'm raising the next Shaka Zulu.
Those are the facts from the blacks.
Yeah, get it understood. But I ain't telling you what my friends raising.
Hey man, y'all understand what
I
these
take the
children are.
talk.
They raising me. Listen, in the words of great Baba Dick Gregory, I didn't make these kids. They just came through me. Now, that's a whole nother level of elevation there. They're coming through me. So look at the lines you came through to get here. You was born with sperm and you was born with eggs. They might say otherwise, but I'm pretty sure it's there from the jump. Didn't make it, wasn't created. It's there. Bam! Let's get it. So these children come through you, and based off the essence of energy you're giving out here in the current state of climate, your children will be something different than you have been. I always said, man, this is the era of the fuck you babies. The babies who you gonna say something to them, and they're gonna be like, okay, you supposed to be an adult and grown, but you said the stupidest fucking thing in the world, so I'll never listen to anything else you say again.
Fuck you, by the way.
Yeah, fuck you, by the way.
By the way.
Because we live in this America. listen, we weren't born in America where it was legal weed, all this faggotry and trans everything, and MMGOBLTQYZs, black presidents. Like, these kids is born, and the president's black. Word? That's cool. What'd he do? Shit. He did what them people do. So I'm either get with them people or just figure it out myself, because obviously people that look like me, like him, that do shit like that, don't give a fuck about me. It's a new generation of baby coming. They raised, within months of their life, they have a screen of radiation blasting them in the face with tons of pixels of information bombarding their senses.
Tons of pixels.
Bombarding them. At most, we had Sesame Street, and then you go to Next Generation, Barney, you go to Next Generation, they had Doug and SpongeBob.
Now they got what in the entire fuck?
No one in the world knows the effects of a human being being born, and by the time they're a few months old before they're able to walk, or touching irradiated pieces of equipment. Items that you have to find shit coltan, and all these fucking precious minerals that you find all through the motherland. They gotta dig miles down the ground to get this shit just so you can have this fucking swipey thing all day. These kids is with that already. This is what life is about right here. If I need to know something, let me swipe this way, swipe that way, type some buttons. My son's learning in a way I never thought that can exist. You can learn words, how to spell words, and live in a society where you don't have to know the context of the word or the context of what you're saying. People just have to understand you, relate, and move on. So people can say certain things, and the relevant meaning of it ain't really what they saying.
Right.
Again, going back to Baba Dick, babies don't hear what you mean, they hear what you say. If you say something, all right, I heard you. They not breaking it down into some complex idea. They just heard what you said, that's it. That's the society that adults have allowed to exist now. The motherfuckers just say something and then tell you they meant something totally different. But I heard what you said. As a baby, I heard people what they say. And it's mean what you say. They don't say mean what you mean, they say mean what you say. So if you say it and I hear it, I know what you mean. So you get the phrase. These kids grow up in that say what you mean. They hear shit, they see shit. Certain things ain't gonna go by them. They don't teach 9/11 in schools, right? I know this because my children in various grades and ages don't know nothing about 9/11. That's on me to teach them about it. Because they're going to be throwing all the other shit. They get thrown about black African slave trades, Arab slave trades, Holocaust, and all this other shit. But they don't know about something that happened 15 years ago on this land. So I'm hipping my kids to 9/11. They are so intrigued by this information. They're like, this happened here? Here? Like right here. Like you talking about New York City, New York? Like the New York? Yeah. The big New York untouchable place that I guess you must think it is in your head. Because that's what they portray it as. Times Square, TV shows, Brooklyn Sun, Yankees. What else? Hot dogs, pizza. Come on, man. Big Apple. What is it? I don't fucking know.
Rap.
Rap. I'm trying to think of what the layman or a child will fucking think about rap, hip-hop. Cool shit, I guess. But hey, here's what happened in that cool-ass place. And then after it happened, here's what the people who run stuff, when you all learned about government and the presidents, and yeah, Obama's the president, right? Well, Bush was the president. The dude had the same job Obama had. Look what these people did. Why didn't Obama fix that when he got in office? If anything, hey, little child, you would think that would be like an emphasis. Now all this black, white, all this bullshit, everybody killing each other. Some people dropped some buildings down on 2,000 something people, right? They're not even tripping off the airplane shit. That was like a movie to them. Oh, look at that. But the building fucking falling? They said, what was that? They blew it up. It blew up. Yes, it did. Dear child. I didn't even have to explain that part to you, did I? Well, why didn't they do nothing about it? Oh, they did. What they did was told you anything you say on the phone, the computer, basically if you hook up your Microsoft Connect and you play with it, we watching you. Or at least we have access to that footage because it's there. It's in the fucking cloud. Wherever the fuck that is.
The magical cloud.
The cloud. Where your pictures go when you take a picture with your iPhone? The cloud. Where your contacts go when your iPhone get wet? The cloud. Go get you another iPhone. Look at this. That's why I don't need SIM cards and memory cards. You stupid other people. I got an iPhone. Yeah. Shout out to you too. Shout out to you too. I didn't get this. Hold on. Yeah, excuse that. Okay. Yeah, people sending fantasy football messages. By the way, I am 1-1. Just so everybody knows. Money on the line. I won by 1 point.
That's what's up, baby. Win's win.
That's what it is.
My friend.
Yeah.
A win is a win.
So, as a child, these babies growing up with these afros and these puffs, growing up with these mohawks and these natural dudes, growing up seeing their grandmas with tattoos, like, they must not care about life. She got stars all over from shoulder to wrist. My grandmother don't care about life. I couldn't go to school or be successful like they tell me to be with all them tattoos all over my shit. You didn't care about life. Fuck you. And then they move on. Because it's the say what you mean generation. These fucking kids will be the ones leaving your ass in other folks' homes.
Yes, they will.
These will be the ones letting your motherfucking house rot and moving on to better, greener pastures. This is the generation of kids that ain't holding on to the traditions of yesterday. They don't give a fuck about how cool Vashawn was in 82. They don't give a fuck about Sumner and what it used to be. They don't know about that shit. All that shit, they got ties in this city right here where we stay, St. Louis, Missouri, to a generation of people from a certain amount of age. The people who are coming behind y'all, hey y'all, they don't give a fuck about none of that. They're not going to be 21. I don't believe it because I don't see it happening because I rarely do it. They're not going to be 41 sitting around talking about what they did in high school with each other. Not this generation. Don't see it. No. They'd rather be alone with their device doing some other shit. Whatever it may be.
With their device.
Whatever that device may be in 20-something years, that's what the fuck they own. You dig? All that hip shit, parades and certain shit that y'all stand up for, the black college is going to die one day because the generation of children that's coming behind it don't understand why it's relevant. And if they don't understand why it's needed or relevant, they will disregard it and let it die. And it'll just be a historical fact one day. There were colleges one day that black people built and ran and established and graduated people from by themselves with no outside influence. Kinda, sorta, but that's another story. But I'll stick to the script.
Kinda, sorta.
I'll stick to the script. But with no outside influence, graduated engineers, doctors, lawyers, agriculturists, farmers, communicators, journalists, musicians, dancers, everything that comes out of colleges, places of higher learning, will be nothing but a footnote in a history book one day. Because a generation of children are like, what the fuck is UAPB and why do y'all celebrate the little ass football games so heavy? Why ain't y'all even D1? Why all the good niggas from the city where some of y'all schools at go 500 miles away to do the same exact thing? They're going to play football. They're going to do a little bit of schoolwork. They're going to get some type of degree. It would behoove me if I'm Mr. Football in fucking Alabama to not be able to say, you know what, fuck, I'm going to go to Tuskegee because get that engineering degree, become a pilot, and oh, by the way, I'm going to be an All-American because I'm dope. And I can go to the league or I can go be a pilot. Whatever I fucking want to do.
Right.
That's not an option in reality, though. Why? Why can't the brother in D.C. that ran for 2,000 yards last year for Booker T. Washington High School say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go to Howard. I'm going to go get a degree and be a lawyer and open a law firm to make sure that black people stop being persecuted in this penal system. And you know what else? I'm going to be All-American too. Because I'm cold. But that don't exist. Why? White boy can go to Northwest Missouri State.
Sure can.
Get a degree in anything. Don't fucking even matter. Play some ball, join Sigma Chi, and live his white life in the fucking pre-slotted spot that's already set there for guys to say, if you do this, you'll be this. If you want to fuck around later on in life and put your money and try some other shit or be a businessman, that's your choice. But if you do this, you do this. That's it. I'll give an example. Give you an example. Say for instance, black people, you work in a call center. And this call center requires you to have some level of education. There ain't really too many dummies in there. At least these people have some sort of analytical mind. To an extent. It might be polluted by certain things and outliers, but for the most part, they sane.
Right.
Boom. And a dude walks in that office. What most people consider a nerd in some forms. Brother. Glasses, fucked up hairline, clothes ain't the freshest. But he had the same job that all these other motherfuckers in who probably spend a little more money on some clothes or they hair. They look a little more cleaner, a little more hotter, whatever. They asked this dude, hey, let me talk to you. And he talked to him. They asked a few things, where you went to school, what you do, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, to black people in black society, all that shit that person's going to tell them doesn't fucking matter. Because they're going to judge them strictly by one of three things. This dude got some money. If he got a little money, they'll treat him a little differently because he might look a little bummy, but he keep that paper, and that's access.
Right.
Paper is access.
Right.
You know? Number two, this nigga just might have a cool personality. People fuck with him on some type of level because he's probably like a funny guy or something. He's funny. We hang around this guy. He works with us. He's funny. Or they'll judge him strictly off of how he looks. This weirdo looking nigga, I'm not even gonna talk to him. I don't have no conversations at all with this nigga. I don't deal with people who look like him. I got an uncle look like him. He's weird. That nigga must be weird too. Fuck this nigga.
Right out.
Flip-flop the whole shit. Same white boy, receding hairline, look like George Jefferson. He's 22 years old. He walks in his little call center firm place. All these hot little blinds and brunettes all over, and white boys who drink muscle milk and do 30 push-ups after every break because that's how they live. Oh, Peter walks in. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Peter. I went to Appalachian State. Oh, yeah, I pledged Kappa Alpha. Yeah, that's what I did. Right there is where the conversation ends in regard to how people approach that white boy. He could be weird. He could be a nerd. He could dress funny. His fucking hairline's fucked up. Talks funny. Eats tuna and ketchup sandwiches. Whatever you want to say this dude do that's funny, it stops at the moment where he established himself and slotted himself as somebody in white society. I'm a frat guy. Yeah, I've seen some shit. I did some shit. And y'all know what it is. Because I'm a frat guy. Black folks don't fucking matter, bro. Gotta automatically look at somebody with the eye of discernment and they gotta prove themselves to you in some other fashion other than they're established. They went through this, they came to this in black society, and you can already trust the fact that this person ain't gonna waver off that because I know which lane they came through. It's not working, y'all, because no one wants to accept, like my man said, everybody not a warrior, everybody not a fucking teacher. You got a nigga who graduated college with a degree in pharmaceutical engineering, and then 3 years later, the job market's pissing him off, and he takes $10,000 and builds a studio in his basement. Now he's a rapper. And because we live in black society, he can have that money give him access and a level of establishment that you can't get in white society by just saying, I'm going to be this today. And as long as I look the part and I walk in this bitch and do it like they do it, I'm that. We got to stop doing that, black people. You got to stop fucking doing it. Everybody's got their fucking lane. And if everybody stays in them particular lanes and follows suit as far as one common goal, which I believe is about to happen. Because it's not going to be nothing but that option for this next generation of children. A lot of y'all don't deal with what they call the alternative media. So there's some shit going on right now in the alternative media about white guys who are sick of black girls who are in the swirl. Now, they're not per se sick of interracial dating and people who fall in love under very simple terms. But let's give you an example. Black man, right? We chilling at whatever establishment we at. It could be a mixed crowd. White girl approaches you.
Diverse crap.
White girl approaches you.
Multicultural.
Now, number one, 92% of black men on the fucking planet ain't never had a white woman approach them that wasn't a teacher, a nurse, a police officer, a doctor, a CO, some shit within the motherfucking social realm, other than somebody trying to holler. So, white girl approaches the black guy. Now, what's the motive? Back in our day, it wasn't Becky walking up to the fucking white black dude. It was fucking Becky who acted like Keisha that walked up to the brother. But look what fucking happened. White girl figured out, I don't have to act like that nigga to get with that nigga. You used to see the black girls with the white girls who damn near could pass for black. That was the business in the 90s. Early 2000s at that, because people were still off Lil Jon then. Pastor Troy and shit. Becky was not in the club when Pastor Troy was on the radio. She was Rebecca that day. Ooh, that's my friend, Rebecca. And you kind of look at her from an angle, and that short on the sides, curly at the top, kind of fooled your ass. She might be light-skinned. That's kind of fat in them sweatpants. I don't know. And you get fooled, and you realize, nope, she's white. Her mom's named Joan, her dad's named Dave. And that's what it is. You forgot about the family. So at the end of the day, the flip-flop comes, they see that, hey, I ain't got to really appropriate to this nigga shit to get with this nigga. I'll just get with this nigga. So now Becky approaching regular Clarence in the club, or Calvin, or Charles. The niggas is going for the okie doke. Thinking they got control of some shit. They don't got control of it. Flip-flop, black woman approach a white dude. White dudes have figured out within their little society, the men going their own way, that, hey man, if a black girl's approaching you, white man, she's up to something. Hey dude, she's up to something.
Right.
Cody, bro.
Something, bro.
She's up to something, dude.
She's got some bullshit.
I'm just saying, buddy. I'm not trying to cock block you. Just watch your back. You're my bro. So when fucking Karen walks up to goddamn Cody in the club, some different shit is going on. Because now Karen is still walking up to white boy Cody in the club like she did in the 90s. Hi, how are you? My name's Karen. Yeah. Choke yourself. Choke yourself with your own spit. I can hear the spit collecting in the back of your throat. You're trying to fake it sound like Rebecca. Or Becky. She used to be Rebecca. Trying to sound like you. Now she's Becky. What I'm saying is, they ain't letting sisters appropriate the situation no more. And they dead in that shit. So now, all that uptick of interraciality that started happening in the 90s, 94 through 99, where you saw a nigga and was like, damn. It was a whole different thing. You see him now, it's not a thing. It's not even a reaction. Unless you're me. I'll be like, damn, over here, doing it like that. Her though? Why her though? Like, damn, why her though? But, neither here nor there. That's what the fuck is going on. So these next crop of motherfucking kings, queens, soldiers, and deans. Do you hear me? See, you got the kings, you got your queens, soldiers, and deans. So I lay that out.
They're not going for it.
They're not.
They ain't hearing that bullshit.
They're not. And my son is so specific. We used to get hushed. Let's say we was in public and we just a little child. We don't know what the fuck's going on. We see just something weird in the world. Maybe a white person that looks different than any white person we've ever seen. Or a big fat person. Or a person with no legs. Whatever happens to people. Children respond and react. Now, don't suppress that. Adult person. Don't. Because guess what? They wouldn't ask the question if they didn't fucking know. You ever ask yourself that? Why they ask so many questions? I've heard adults ask the child, why you ask so many questions?
Like I ain't supposed to.
The stupidest fucking thing a grown person can ask a child is, why are you asking me so many questions? Even if you done told them something 12 times. Consider the fact that you can tell them something, they'll get it, and then the next fucking thought is McNuggets. And then the thought after that is Pokemon. Mom, let me see your phone. It's a Pokemon by this McDonald's. Can we get some nuggets? See how the fucking world fucks with your kid? They gotta deal with too much stimulation. So, don't be a motherfucking hindrance to their fucking evolution. Don't suppress it, dog. They trying to figure this bitch out. Just like you. Just like, why they killing her?
Or just like how
Why they
you
killing
should have
her?
been trying to figure this bitch out.
That deserves a round of applause. How you should be trying to figure this out. But what are we doing? Waiting on fucking Scandal and Walking Dead and The Housewives and all that shit coming back on. Because I'm sick of hearing about all this news and tragedy on the news. Like it's another TV show. Like, I'm sick of these sad shows. Where are my shows? My shows! That's
The
their
thing with
own.
my people is just, it's crazy, man. I don't know.
It's insane.
It's insane. It's
This
crazy.
is where this world is
It's
coming.
mind-boggling.
Okay, I'm talking to my grandmother right now.
It hurts.
So I'm talking to my grandmothers right now. Hey, Grandma, there's a show on TV right now. It's very popular where it's a white dude just walking through abandoned stuff. What you mean, like abandoned houses? No, Granny. I'm talking about like schools and malls and corporations and buildings that used to exist and were populated with people that were growing and being people. And all of a sudden, the TV show is more popular than the learning and the building that went on in the buildings. Oh, that's sad. That's unfortunate. That's what she's telling me. I feel that. And you know what the next thing she asked me was? What they doing about it? Oh. Oh.
Action.
Listen to the key words I said though. Because they come from another generation. They've been here and they've been guided from people from an ancient place. So the key word was what they doing about it. Because throughout the steps that they had to take to get their piece of freedom, it wasn't much of what we gonna do about it. It was a whole lot of what they gonna do about it. Now, if I was talking to my great-grandmother, she might be asking me, so what the fuck y'all doing about it? I don't know if they cuss like that back then, but I assume they would, because this was slavery.
Right.
Nobody tripping off being saved. The fuck? The fuck is you breathing on me, fuck? Like, can you imagine the level of hostility on a plantation? You goofy ass niggas watch movies? No, I haven't seen the New Roots. What New Roots? Have you seen the old slavery? God damn it. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible. Shit, have you seen? They're gonna redo Homicide. I don't give a fuck.
Have you seen the old slavery?
Yes. God damn. Imagine. Okay, I'm Cliven on the fucking plantation. You're a Barrow. They named you Barrow because your job is to push wheelbarrows. And your mom and daddy nowhere to be found. They bought you. And they ain't want to name you because it's too many niggas to remember. Barrow and Cliven. Because Cliven is the nigga who actually oversee all 19 of these niggas over here who feed the chickens. So everybody over there is actually Cliven, but I'm one of them. I'm Cliven, you Barrow. Cliven's feeding the chickens. Barrow bumps into Cliven with his barrow. Boom. God damn, Clive, what's happening, man? You in the way. Nigga, I'm doing what I do, feeding the chickens. What the fuck is you doing? Barrow, mad, as he usually gets, is hot, he's pissed. Barrow takes a chicken, hits Cliven in the motherfucking head with the chicken. Now you would think this wouldn't do nothing to Cliven at all, but it blinded him. Blinded him for that moment. In that quick moment, in that brief second, Barrow broke Cliven's neck. Now, is there a law on the books to say if a slave gets pissed off at another slave on the plantation and he kills him, that something happens? Y'all don't look at the outliers of things that went on a plantation. Because I'm just for the first time really delving into it myself. Right here on the news. Hello. It's a lawless land. Ran by the whip. What's going on? Or were niggas at some point that docile? I'm sure some plantations was cold and motherfucker. Nigga, quiet. It was nigga topless bitches walking around serving lemonade everywhere. Everybody could. You a rich white man. Look at rich white man now. I think every rich white man, this old stogie, trying to fucking get some shit off. Niggas was dying at 31 back then. That was old. My age was old in 1871. That's all I know. And they say 1865 they let some niggas go. So I'm going back to 1818. When the shit went down. When the shit was going down, my nigga. So all of a sudden, Cliven the first dies, and Gerald, his son, takes over the plantation. Gerald is 11 years old. It's Gerald and his mama, Ethel, taking over the plantation. Ethel ain't in the shit but fucking the bucks. That's all Ethel want to do. Eat watermelon, drink lemonade, fuck bucks. So she leaving Gerald, 11-year-old Gerald, to run this whole plantation. Shit goes willy-nilly. Outliers, man. Y'all think this American shit is some shit. Y'all think that it was like 13 Einsteins in a room that said we're going to create the greatest place ever. No. It was 12 Paul Bunyans and some niggas sitting around. The niggas did most of the talking because that's what we do. And they was like, this is what y'all do, man, to keep this shit cracking. The Paul Bunyans was like, cool, we got you. We hear you. We hear you. And then they fucked most of them niggas over. Them niggas still exist. They're the same niggas that's always existed. The niggas with the money, the niggas with the extra little status, and shit. Difference is, them niggas, these motherfuckers been on their neck so goddamn long now. On their motherfucking neck. John Hanson's people and all of them, and the lineage and ties that bind them, them niggas been throat shackled for too motherfucking long. But again, we're talking about the babies. They don't give a fuck. I done had enough to tell my mama if I didn't like something, to some extent. I would tell her, like, if it was food or something like that. But if it was something that I saw in my mother's eyes that it was had a level of importance to her, I'd suppress my inner whatever and be like, okay. Because that's where I came from. My motherfucking son, yeah, I don't like this shit. Try it. No. You don't like it. I just told you I don't like it, though. You telling me I am going to like some shit that I just said I don't like. I'm a person. I'm a little person, but I'm a whole person, too. Don't like the shit. I know what I like. Don't suppress your child's likes, wants, and needs, and desires. They got them, too, just like you. You ever notice that older people, older fucking people always talk about wanting to go back to some shit they could change when they were younger? You probably would have done it, or you probably would have changed it if it wasn't for some grown motherfucker suppressing it. If it wasn't some grown motherfucker tell you to shut up and stop beating on my pots and pans. Shut the fuck up and sit down and read some shit in this room and stop dancing all over my goddamn house. You're scuffing the furniture with plastic on it. Any parent with furniture with plastic on it was a negligent parent. I'll put that out there. I don't give a fuck who your mom is. I'm sorry. Negligent. This is my outlet. You care more, you didn't have plastic on your baby. You ain't goddamn me armored, guarded underwear on your child to preserve your grandbabies. You ain't had none of that shit. You don't give a fuck. You put plastic on this couch because in reality you couldn't afford the couch, so you were still paying on the goddamn couch instead of saying, you know what, let me go get a couch I afford that match kinda from someplace and live how I'm supposed to live and show my child, hey, this is what it is, child, for us. This is what life has got us. Do you see this? Now, you can make a decision. Child, I can try my best to get you there because I'm still working on myself. But child, you're going to be a grown person one day. And you have the ability to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You know why? You're a person just like the next person that came up out of somebody's vagina. Back to Brother Dick. I'm drawing on Brother Dick so much because he's the last person I just watched. And when I hear shit, I hold shit.
Hold it. Got it.
When I hear shit, I hold shit.
I got that.
I want y'all to just listen to the motherfucking ancestor God in the flesh. Yeah, how'd I say that? An ancestor God in the flesh. Because who he came through somebody else, which came through somebody else.
They came through another
Motherfucker. Shout out to everybody naming their sons King and shit like that. That's forcing they white elementary school teachers to call them King arbitrarily. Shout out to you ladies.
I like that.
I love it actually.
I like that.
I mean, the days of Jaquani is a wrap. I hope. Is it? Is it?
I hope.
Are there any new Dantes being born? I think we're done with that name, black folks. That name is so far removed from anything we actually are as people. It's crazy. Now I like Deontay. I'll give you that one. Why?
Deontay.
Because the D
is silent.
And it ain't free. Oh, classy. God dang me. Yeah, Brother Dick, man, is one of the greatest orators right now. He speaks his mind. That's all I got to say.
He does do that.
And even if he's wrong, he's right.
He speaks his mind quite well, actually.
Because right now, there's an uproar in the internet amongst the conscious conspiratorial community. Because Dick Gregory, we're getting close to election time, and Dick Gregory threw something out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people trying to flip his conspiracy.
Okay.
So back in around April, March, May, June, earlier this year, Brother Dick said something astounding and groundbreaking. He said that nigga, it won't be no election. Because Obama's going to call martial law because some shit's going to pop off. And he would be the next he would be a standing president for the next 8 to 16 years. Or indefinitely. He said, in terms of the overall scope of it, that motherfucker would pretty much be an emperor of this bitch. Meaning, what he say go, what he say show. And nigga, if I want to marry a motherfucker named Michael, nigga, whatever.
You better not say it.
Say something. Say something. Say something. I'm the most powerful black person you ever seen in your life. Fuck your life. What? What's that?
Flat out.
So,
fuck your life.
Here's where the conspiracy has been getting twisted. Now motherfuckers are saying through some goofy ass shit that I've never heard of in my life, Michael actually will become the president.
Okay.
I don't know how that works. I wouldn't even really put a whole bunch of thought into how that would work. But I'd rather bank on the first shit. And if it's wrong, so what? Life goes on. But if he's right, oh wow, what's gonna happen? The red coats are coming. Where's Paul Revere? No Paul Revere. Take out a book and just write down like all the people you can remember that they told you were somebody growing up, and then go on your Google machine and look up them people, and then go to your local library, 2 R's, and look up them people again. Do a double take. Because one thing I like about books, a little factoid, people.
Factoid.
Books are written from the perspective of the person during the time they're written. So, just because a motherfucker said this means this in 1868, don't mean motherfuckers thought that mean that in 1968. Not to mean that one person's right, one person wrong, because the person who could be right is the motherfucker in 2068, or the nigga back in 1468 that you didn't look far enough back to, and you can't speak Italian, so you can never find the information anyway.
Oh yeah.
America. Land of the free and the home of the what?
Think, my brother.
The home of the what? The home of the who? But what did they say? What did they say?
Oh, I don't know.
They say home of the brave.
Yeah, they say something.
They don't say home of the free and the land of the great. They don't say house of the best and and home of everybody else. The land of the free, home of the brave. So, the land. This was the land of the free people. We got here. Everybody on this motherfucker, they had to deal with nobody saying they was king. Nobody was saying they was the motherfucking mahi. Nobody saying they was the who the fuck ever. And I run it. But none of that. It was the land of the free. Comma. Now it's the home of the brave. We fought and we won. It's still the land of the free. It is. Now come get it. Come get it. The home of the brave. This is our house. Shout out to all them old white dudes who fucking put in that work, I guess. I mean, goddamn, look today. Look at where we are. Woo! Woo! Man, shit's getting hot, bro. I feel it. I don't know about you, motherfucker. I do not know about you. There is not a day I don't wake up. I don't turn on Fox, CNN, CNBC, NBC, CBS, C-SPAN. What's another one? Did I miss any? Univision. Did I miss anybody? I don't know. Al Jazeera. Did I miss anybody else? Telemundo. I don't leave nobody out. Telemundo. Sabido. Telemundo. I don't leave nobody out. But don't delve in that. I turn on my Google machine and I say, hey, what Jason Black said yesterday? And then I hear what he said and I be like, nigga, that's what I was thinking and dreaming and knew. And then I go out into the real world. I go out into real time and then I try to spread that message. But what I come to find out is everybody else is watching Fox, CNBC, NBC, CBS, Fox 2, Fox News, Weather Channel, TMZ, TMC, TBS, TNT, TCN, Turner Classics, what the movie channel? TMC, the movie channel. It's a lot of T's going on. A lot of T's going on. Shit. You don't have to tell me that the is one of your acronyms. You don't have to count the. I'm just saying. Welcome to another time. Shit just changed for me this morning. This morning, my life changed. As it happens, my life always changed. Do you have life-changing experiences, ladies and gentlemen? I do. It changes how I function with society at large. At
my ideology.
Large. Shout out to Korea. Y'all cool with me, man. And I said Korea, not North or South. I said Korea. I just want to shout out some Asian people. Yeah. Shout out the Philippines, the Malaysians. You know what I'm saying? They on my list because, you know, them the ones we had a lot of sex with during the Vietnam conquest. Sure shout out to Vietnamese, I guess. But I never saw no black girl be like, yeah, I'm half black and Vietnamese. Nah, I heard it in a rap song, but not in real life. Probably in LA or something. Man, shout out all the fucking Hispanics, Latinos, all them, various shades. Big shout out to Brazil, especially. That's a black country, by the way, if you didn't know. That is not a Spanish country, it's a Spanish-speaking country. The people there are black Afro-Latinos. By the way, speaking of Afro-Latino, I'm noticing that is a term that is catching on quite heavy in the Afro community. The Afro-dash community. Centric. There we go. Centered learning. But yeah, man, I be hearing people saying it and I'm like, that's tight that you acknowledging your blackness. Because there was a time where people would never succumb to the pressures of being called a black person. You know, I want to give a shout out to Josephine Baker, Lena Horne, even Angela Bassett. Why? It's Hollywood, baby. It's a rough thing going on. You know what I'm saying? And they made it through without really, I ain't read the news in the 40s and 50s. Lena Horne could have been caught up in a bunch of bullshit. I don't know. I don't read old papers. I should. Then I really wouldn't be looking at these old people like, hey, that is a diva and a legend. Harry Belafonte is a scholar. He worked with Martin Luther King Jr. All I know is he could be, you know, a widow. Him and Jay-Z ain't got a lot from what I know. Like, he was scared that somebody was gonna tell Harry Belafonte what he did or something. So I got out the rap blind. Major Fayo, however he said it. He was actually freestyling. He had to be Q-Blow, homie, too dope, homie. Know what I do for the homies. Sidebar. I watched the interview. One thing y'all should do, because I didn't grow up in the era of extensive hip hop interview. We grew up in the era of the interview where it was like, "How you doing? Yo, tell us where you from. So, yo, what's your new album like? Yo, here's the new single," and it's over. Like that was the interview. So, Petey Crack did an interview with Doggy Diamond. Shout out Doggy Diamonds. He did an interview with Petey Crack. It was like an hour or something. I listened to the whole demonstration because I appreciated the information this dude was offering. Now, majority of this stuff wasn't slanderous, it wasn't gossipy, it wasn't that type of information. What I personally like is when people achieve a certain status in a certain job field and then they reveal information in regards to how it was just being in that field. What I mean is, you don't hear many actors in interviews just talk about really what went on the 4 months they was filming the movie. Right. They might go, we was on the set tired, or they might tell you one funny story in the trailer or something. But they ain't talking about the day-to-day where from day one they realize, you know what, I don't like John Malkovich. I don't like this motherfucker, dog. God damn. This is day motherfucking 1. We got 860 days of shooting in New Zealand for Game of Thrones. God damn, I hate John Malkovich. The short guy's cool. He's alright, he smoke. Shit, he got the bitches on. But John Malkovich, man, this nigga walks around with a pendant full of Angelina Jolie's blood that he got from Billy Bob Thornton and shit. He's a weirdo, bro. Always on the phone with Bruce Willis. How you always on the phone with Bruce Willis? All the fucking time. I don't believe him. He hand me the phone. He like, man, walk back, put on speaker. You Bruce Willis. It's fucked up. Shit, y'all don't understand what goes on in the real world, man. Y'all like to just be so deluded and blind. I just wish we just lived in... That's why I like Indian people. Indians, I think they're about the real world, but they got entertainment, but they don't put too much into it. They just watch it and be like, hey, watch the movie, it's so good. And then they go back about living Indian people life. I'm talking about like dot Indians, not feathers. Shout out to the Indian guy at the store. I know what yes is, nigga. How y'all? This is yes, nigga. Yeah. Y'all can't see me bobbing my head.
Yeah, but they can.
They can. Who? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, my Connect ain't been plugged up in months. Fuck this. I'm about to sell it for $3 with these 2 intercoms that I found in the trash. Hey, quick story, John. Tell the funny story. This is the technology portion of the show. All I know is that, man, Schlitz Malt Liquor makes people do the darndest things.
The darndest.
Never understood the alcohol drinker mentality. Because it's got to be a mentality. It's a culture. It's a life. Like, there are people out there who's like, hey, you got 30 cents? And when they ask you if they got 30 cents, if you about that life, they be like, no, I got 70 cents. You got 70 cents too? Yeah. And then they go get like the strongest beer that's on the market, some shit I ain't never heard of, and they share it. They share it. Not only do they do that, they ask another nigga, they walk back, he got $1.30. It's like, yeah, oh shit, nigga, that's $3. Hey, listen, we get a beer and some Country Club gin. A plastic bottle. Then they drink together. I learned a little bit about the culture, man. You know, as good homies. It was in the drunk corner culture. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole life. You know what I'm saying? Every nigga, drunk corner culture. This is real shit. Every nigga on the drunk corner used to be either a rapper or a mechanic, and shit didn't go right because those are 2 particular levels of employment where you got to invest a lot of time and resources. Time. If you ain't got time and resources, and you try to keep a lady, he always gonna tell you it was some lousy bitch and kicked him out. That was the last bitch. You ain't telling about the first bitch who met you. You was working the Kinko's and you decided you want to be a rapper or a mechanic He was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this mobile mechanic service. I got this van, I got these tools. You know how to do work on cars? I change my own alternator all the time. And then first motherfucker walk up and be like, I need a radiator. But you already quit Kinko's. So it's fucked up.
Quit Kinko's.
That's just how the drunk corner culture is fucking evolving. I'm meeting these people. I'm a man of the people. I just don't purposely put myself out amongst the people intentionally because people are strange. Speaking of Dick Gregory had a question, and I'd like to share this question with the world as well. We trip off little boys' pants sagging, run up on them and pass ordinances and laws. But we ain't never ran up on no Catholic priest for fiddling with boys' booty holes.
Never.
Booty holes. Hey man, you know what? It's about time we wrap this show up.
Black people have come out in droves to out against niggas saying.
Hey, well, I want to tell y'all, it's been great. We're going to be back more often, sooner than later. I got children to get from school, because who else is going to do it?
Exactly.
And my daughter always asks me when we're a block away from her sister's school, we're going to get to live. Who else is going to do it? Hey, John, let you wrap this up, man. I'm going to take me a dwizzle with the pizzle.
Alright, man. Well, y'all heard what my man said. That's what he's about to do. He's about to go pick up some babies. And, yeah, man, it's been the news. We love y'all. We can't wait to see you till the next time. In the meantime, in between time, stay black. Stay away from crack. It's the news. Yeah.